I've always enjoyed playing Abrams, but recently I've been wanting to switch it up. So I did. Yep, I'm playing Viktor now. We're here now. I don't know what exactly drew me to going ahead and playing this man when I saw him on the roster. Maybe it was because he's as handsome as myself. Or maybe it's because whenever I played my first game with him, somewhere inside that game, a neuron activated in my head, telling my brain saying, oh, this guy's kind of fun. Then that thought shifted to, wait a minute, Viktor's broken. And I can see why. But it wasn't enough to just play Viktor. I wanted to learn to dominate with him. That's why I gave myself 5 days to fully learn Viktor. Going from this to this. But I knew if I wanted to succeed at this, I would need some outside expertise. So I went ahead and hit up Mike for a little bit of help.
Hey everyone, I'm MIKESWIFTY. I create Deadlock content focused on helping players improve. And when I was asked to come on today and talk about Viktor, I really couldn't pass up the opportunity because I don't know if you guys have played Deadlock recently, but you've probably noticed that Viktor has been absolutely everywhere. And there's a good reason for it. A lot of it comes down to how well his kit fits into the current meta. So Viktor is one of the biggest winners in the current meta because Deadlock has become much more focused on group objective fights and especially around Urn. Teams are constantly being pulled into large engagements where everyone is fighting over the same objective. And that's exactly the environment Viktor wants. He doesn't need a perfect flank or some crazy outplay. He just wants a straight up fight where he can use his lifesteal along with his overpowered area control to overwhelm the enemy team. And on top of that, he can frontline which absorbs pressure and still deals meaningful damage throughout the fight, which makes him incredibly valuable in these long brawls.
Thank you, Mike, for being able to come on here and give your expertise. And this was actually the same advice he gave to me when I went ahead and asked him. And if you want to find out how my first game on Viktor went, Swifty actually has a whole VOD review on his Metafy, which I will go ahead and link down below at the description of this video. Also, thank you again, Mike, for coming on here. I greatly appreciate all the advice you gave me. And if you guys are enjoying the video so far, consider subscribing. Every little bit helps, and I'm trying to reach 500 subscribers by the end of summer. For day one, it was pretty easy. Just get a few games of Viktor under my belt and just get a basic feeling for the character. Figure out his limitations, what his strengths and weaknesses are, and his overall character identity. And after getting a few games under my belt, I went ahead and asked Swifty for some help. And after looking at one of my games, he gave me some very useful advice, mostly on stuff I was doing right and stuff I should be aware about, especially with Viktor's 3, because a lot of the time I would have his 3 on and I would not be directly on top of someone, or no one would be near me, and that's a very bad thing to keep in mind because at the beginning of the game, Viktor's 3 does more damage to you than it does to other people, and how I should only be using it whenever I'm directly on top of someone. Along with that, he was giving me good advice on Viktor in laning phase and how, although Viktor isn't necessarily weak, he does need time to kind of scale in order to go ahead and become a strong character, especially until I get ult, whenever he is at his peak strength inside of lane, and how after I get ult, I should start to look to play aggressive, dive the enemy under tower, and look to use that ult as an opportunity to try and secure a kill. On top of that, he gave me really good insight on how powerful Viktor's ult really is, and how basically as long as you have good distraction, such as, your team running Urn, or a big team fight breaks out and you're stuck in a side lane and you have ult up, you can basically go ahead and try to run it down and get walkers, which is basically Viktor's whole mission, where as long as you have ult up and you're trying to go ahead run it down on a walker and you have ult, there's little to nothing that opposing characters can really do in order to stop you, because either you're going to get maximum value out of doing a ton of damage to the walker, or you're basically just going to secure it, and that's just what it is. And by the time the enemy team realizes it, they're 2 walkers down and you're fed. And after that, you want to go ahead and just try to be at as many team fights and objectives as possible, especially for Urn. Just because your presence and Urn with your ult is just so strong, like maxed out ult covers almost the entirety of the Urn drop off. And with 2 walkers down, you're basically the epitome of unstoppable in that moment, and you just snowball the rest of the game. On day 2, I just focus on trying to apply everything I learned. And wouldn't you believe it, the first game I go into, I'm facing off against a Billy and a Rem. But you know, we played through it, and wouldn't you know it, I got a quick pick off of Billy. And you know what? We gotta complete the matching set, so I had to go for Rem. Afterwards, I went ahead and we won our lane. I even went ahead and took the Walker. And you know, since I'm already here, I might as well take Blue Walker. And you know, you can't have just 2 Walkers, you gotta complete the trio. So I went ahead and went to green and went to go take that Walker too. Meanwhile, our team's over here fighting for Urn and they win. And you know what? From here, it was a pretty easy game. And it was basically easy streak. And then we lost. After that, I basically just went to Street Brawl and just started messing around on Viktor. On day 3, I decided to go ahead and take a rest day because, in my opinion, rest days are one of the most important days in any journey. Honestly, whenever you're trying to play a game competitively and trying to improve, those rest days become more important than the actual game days in some cases. And the way I try to go ahead and decompress is go ahead and watch some YouTube. And you know what? I was just like, while I'm over here resting and not playing the game, let me go ahead and look up some Viktor content. And you know, I came across this video by Flair, and this guy makes really good videos. And during the same time I was doing this, he posted a Viktor basically ability breakdown, and it was super helpful. It gave me a lot of insight, especially since, although yes, I read the abilities of Viktor, I wanted to know more about his abilities in a deeper sense. And you know, Flair's video really helped with that, and I feel like I understood Viktor's abilities a little bit more. I also went ahead and did a self-VOD review of my own gameplay from the day beforehand, and basically try to spot things I could do better, things I could do worse, because at the end of the day, if you want to go ahead and improve, it's all about self-improvement, because realistically the only common factor in your games is you. That's the common factor in all of your games. On day 4, I really tried to focus on what I could do better on Viktor, and one of those was really playing behind cover and not being too afraid to take exchanges, especially on him, since Viktor is very good at being sustainable. I also tried my best to play around ult whenever I had it up, and not being too afraid to go ahead and hard commit to a chase whenever I did have ult up, especially in the early lanes. And because of that, I was actually able to go ahead and secure this kill on Silver. I was a little bit worried though, because I saw that our yellow wasn't doing so good and Viper was kinda getting fed a lot, but hopefully that wouldn't come back to bite us in the ass. They did take the first Guardian though, but we did bring it back by taking theirs. After that, I tried to quickly zip over to yellow because I saw that they were pushing, but they already took it. But we did go ahead and get a few picks off of both Silver and 7. Afterwards, I rotated back to green to try and help punish this extend that Billy and Viper were trying to do on our green walker. Luckily enough, I was able to go ahead and get a kill off of Billy, and I did just enough damage to Viper where someone else could come in and get the kill. Afterwards, my team decided to commit to an Urn fight, but sadly, there was a little bit of a power difference just between our teams that I got quick dropped, and soon after, so did the rest of my team, and we lost the first Urn fight. Afterwards, I tried to go ahead and commit and try to get this first walker on blue, but someone was here to contest me, and sadly, I just wasn't able to do enough damages early on. So I just decided to go ahead and get as much damage in, use my ult, and try to get out, but you know, Viper was there to catch me, so I just kind of died. I tried again while my team was going ahead and committing to an earn fight, and that worked out really well because I was able to go ahead and finish what I started, and I was able to go ahead and get this walker on blue. 2 people did come out to try and contest me, which didn't really help because I already got the walker, and I only distracted them from the earn fight, which we were able to get multiple picks off in that fight. And since they ended up losing, I went ahead and tried to push my luck and get green, which actually worked out really well in my favor, especially since I thought I wouldn't be able to get it and that being greedy would bite me. But luckily it all worked out and I was able to start going ahead and rolling because of this. I did get a few more picks off on the enemy team just because they were overextending a lot and they were just feeding more fuel to the fire just by giving me more money. Afterwards, we just kind of started basically going on a manhunt, trying to find anyone either in their jungle or even slightly overextending. Did have a big team fight at Blue Walker, but luckily enough I had ult up, and at this point I was pretty fed to the point if I just joined in any team fight we basically win and get at least 3 or 4 picks. And this even led us to going ahead and securing the first reju, and using that we basically went ahead and baited Earn and forced them to commit to another fight that they didn't have to, and this actually worked out really heavily in our favor because we were able to go ahead and get a lot of value off this and get a lot of picks on the enemy team. And from here it was just us just curb stomping and basically just snowballing the rest of the game. On day 5, this was my last day, so I decided to give it all I really had and tried my best to apply everything I learned between these 5 days. Sadly, the original footage did get corrupted, but I was able to get a replay, so hopefully this is enough. This is just basically going to be a segment of all the clips that I got for my last day. Hope you guys enjoy.
Let's push Greenwich.
Take care of him, Maurice. Thanks, man.
Spirit urn is waiting to be fled.
I'm not afraid to suffer. Keep forgetting how much that stinks. Wish this got easier.
blood.
My turn. Detective.
The urn is ours. Hold it! I am the Reaper's handmaiden.
My turn.
I'm not backing down.
Stay where you are.
Forever.
Fall off the court of the hidden king, but they will return. Stop them!
Reborn. Wear them down.
I got him.
I live again.
They only have one try left. Death to the hidden, fear me.
Let's take out Infernus.
Their light will dwindle away. I'll crush them.
The spirit urn is to play.
Great job.
Good game.
Good game. Good game.
Maybe now I can find peace.
Thank you all for watching to the end. I really had a lot of fun playing Viktor over these past 5 days, and it was really good to go ahead and make this video. If you guys want to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe. Also, we've been killing it with the support. Last week we jumped from like 20 something subscribers to close to 70, and y'all, I appreciate that so much. You don't understand. But just a quick little announcement, I will be taking a small break, so no video next week, sadly. I'm going ahead and prioritizing myself first and just giving myself a little bit of a break. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I'll see y'all later. Peace.